Upside down crust, tell them my neck, show them my. Upside down crust, tell them my neck, show them my. Upside down crust, tell them my neck, show them my. Upside down crust, tell them my neck, show them my. The billions put that.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We've got Miami facing the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Some of the advantages, Stan, of coaching teams with a lot of veterans, a lot of experience.
Kevin, how much time do we have? I mean, do we have time to do a whole podcast? I mean, it's everything. They know more about the game. They're smarter. They've seen it all. They have developed a professionalism and a mental toughness. They've been through every situation. I could go on and on.
And there's that fine line between being too weighted in that direction and not having the kind of skilled players, the youth, that can drive that engine.
Yeah, I think having a good mix of youth and veterans is very important to teams.
Here's Maxey. Back to Edwards. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
Butler. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Golden State. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
And here's Edwards after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Back to Edwards. To the middle. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, it seems like Porter Jr. could do even more of this, attacking right at the rim.
Williams can't get it to go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got his second basket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Here's Bowen. Pass to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bowen. Sweet little floater.
And Bowen is selective when it comes to shooting, but they're showing some assertiveness inside.
Right side Curry. Fires away from outside. Porter pulls it in. And it's Porter with the ball for the Warriors. They trail by 1. Maxey looking it over. Back to Barnes. Lots of room. Miami grabs the miss.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Here's Butler over Barnes. That misses off the backboard. And here are the Warriors now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Heat are always a tough-minded bunch. Jimmy Butler says, I just think nobody cares on our team. Make or miss shots, we're going to be who we are because we're not worried about anybody else. So that's what I think it is, the I don't give a darn factor. I'm paraphrasing, Kevin. You get the picture.
I do, David. You are G-rated. Hey, thank you, D.A.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Here's Porter. Following the basket by Stephen Curry.
And Porter Jr. has one of the smoothest looking jump shots in the league.
Barrett with the ball. Jones covering. Onside, Barrett. To the paint. And finished off by Williams.
2 emphatic points from Robert Williams.
Edwards with it. Pass to Clark. Back to Edwards. Got it up. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's the Heat leading by just 1.
The Heat, 15.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Outside, Maxey lets it go from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Maxey's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Melton. Back to Maxey. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Inside, out to Barrett. Hart, wide open, he fires. And the Heat, another 3. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Pass to Jones. Wound up there for Clark. A shot off that time.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. They set the pick. Here's Miller. It's Clark with the rebound.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And there's the drive.
The length. Simmons just overpowering with that reach.
Out to Barrett. And stolen by Maxey. Count it. Good. Barrett's got 5.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. So both teams making some changes here. So, Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different in so many ways. The players have gotten better. Bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. He has 7.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Here's Bowen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
And how about the determination of Bowen defensively? He's active and always efficient with that corner tray ball.
Curry can't get it to go. The Warriors trail it. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Here's Barnes, and it's all evened up. Barnes has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Just tough, gritty play there by Barnes. That's how you deal with physicality.
Outside Butler. Good D by Barnes.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And the basket by Edwards.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
Butler. It's rebounded by Golden State. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Maxey on the wing. A 3-ball. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Screen by Simmons. Curry outside to stop the run. And Simmons with the layup. Simmons got 4 this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Maxey. An easy 2 points on the layup. Maxey's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Warriors.
And Edwards makes so many winning plays, including finding his open teammate.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Warriors lead by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Maxey. Barnes outside. It's stolen by Barrett. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And that one is good. Barrett's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Miami.
And what I love about Barrett in transition, he can change directions at full speed.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And they get it back. On the wing, Porter. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Maxey, no good. The Heat trailed by 3. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And finished off by Williams.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Lobbed up there for Edwards.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jimmy Butler remains the Heat's franchise player. He says, the confidence my teammates and my coaches put in me, it's a lot. They hype me up out there and I just go play. I try everything in my power to make sure that we win. They trust me with everything. Kevin, he's earned that faith.
Adney DA, he tends to deliver in the biggest moments and always has. Hey, we thank you for that report. Left side, Curry. To the inside. Williams. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It goes on Brandon Clark.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
That one misses for Williams. Here's Melton. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Melton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors. There's the screen. Pass to Williams. The Warriors pull it in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes.
Porter looking it over. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Pass to Barnes. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Back to Melton. Outside Edwards. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And what a basket by Barrett, looking unafraid to take on these difficult challenges down low.
We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't.
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
Outside, Maxey. It's Jones on the way. Back to Maxey. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Maxey's got 11 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And here's Watson. And Jones over to help. Back to Williams. Outside for Simmons. Shot clock at 2. Miller, that's for 2. It's Clark with the rebound. Warriors leading by 5. Now here's Jones. No scoring in this one. Pass to Maxey. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line.
And the first one drops. Maxey hits them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Simmons. The Heat have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And Simmons drops them both.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
And that one's good, Barnes. 6 seconds left in the third. Good if it goes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Warriors ahead.
41.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so Curry will bring it up for Miami. 8-point game. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Outside Butler. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Warriors basketball.
Warriors leading by 8. Now Maxey. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Curry with the 3. The offensive rebound. Tries again. And right on target with the swish.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Up top, Maxey. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Hart. Porter with the steal. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Heats up number 8.
Outside, Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. A beautiful finish inside by Ant. And we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right. Watson's shot is off. Warriors leading by 11. Pass to Edwards. Edwards at full speed. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
What a ferocious drive by Edwards, fending off the defense with ease.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Curry outside. Curry from 3.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Here's Barnes, and it's denied. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Coming out of the floor for your Warriors, number 55, Derek Jones.
It's Edwards on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Curry looking it over. And the Heat, another 3.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
Pass to Watson, and here is Hart. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Here's Bowen. They grab their own miss. Out to Edwards. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Edwards got 12 points here in the second half.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Warriors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Team fourth. At the line for the Dubs.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker.
Well, you can tell this team looks to Anthony Edwards to set the tone on the floor. His intensity becomes their intensity, and let me tell you, his intensity is always high.
It's Curry outside. Hart. No good on the three. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Warriors. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Yep, it counts.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Curry with the bucket. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Brody came home, went to pick him up. My mans, I'm riding with a picture up. Shoot back to the crib, went to track hard. Got it tinted up, caught him outside. Now he in a, ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up. Ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up. Catch it at the light, like ain't no light at the. You ain't big enough. Know them youngins mean business when they in that rental truck. They gon' spin till they dizzy or the pick them up. I've been focused on this pay. Coming out retirement, the dead play. No man's with a he don't pay, I make him pay. I can stop the day with what I made today. Probably won't admit it, but I paid the way. Who else you know made all these millions and ain't signed no papers? Never made a statement. Wasn't there when we was rapping in the basement. They was throwing parties, we was the house party. We misbehave, gotta keep an eye on my slim cause he shady. He ain't know what he was doing. I had to school and teach you how to turn. I'm a tutor, how you jumping out of foreign pockets filled with all. I'm riding with a cougar, red and green Gucci sweater on, just like Freddy Krueger. Everybody around me family, we don't do recruiting. Everybody around me, ain't no telling who. Tell promoters book me, we gon' come and make a movie. All my friends got me riding with the. Got some on the way, told Brody. Went to and he lost, and they gave him all day. Collect card, pick it up, feel him smiling through the phone. Told me keep my feet on these till he come home. You know it's on. If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Brody came home, went to pick him up. My mans, I'm riding with a picture up. Shoot back to the crib, went to track hard. Got it tinted up, caught him out. Now he in a, ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up. Ain't no falling off. I done put 2 million up.
Hey, yo, check this out. Run it back. Everybody's jumping, jumping on the dance floor. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Oh. to the party, yeah. We got food if you're hungry, some side if you want it, in the back if you're thirsty. And every bad at the party, yeah. We vibing and grinding one night. And I think that we did it this time. Got guys in the corner, they up. Shawty done had a last for the night. Little mama came up and caught me by surprise. You know that your boy had to shoot a shot. Now we face to face, both the eyes locked. I came up for it and said, hey there, little mama. If you need a dance partner, I'm more than happy to help you. Come here. I turned her around, her body on mine. She slid in my hand. On her, she holding on tight. She followed my lead. I'm pulling her close. She said it feels nice. She from around here, not just for the night. She gave me a number, said call me sometime. She left the party with a friend by her side. Whoop, whoop. 12 pulling up, hands outside with your up. Lay low, go ahead, crank that up. This my block and I say when we stop. But we ain't stopping.
Through your speaker, hey,